Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews, and we have finally come to the girl of all girls, the waifu of all waifus, Tifa Lockhart, and for now, the last Bring Arts Bring Arts Final Fantasy VII Bring Arts review that I am going to be doing for you for a while, basically until I get Sephiroth, which I am not looking forward to, which is why I'm probably getting him delivered last. But we got an okay figure here. This is a good one. She's good, but you can tell that she was a re-release or a reissue and not like a 1.5 update, because she has outdated articulation compared to Yuffie and even Aerith. Definitely Red 13. Like, he has the best articulation out of all of them, but he's a dog. But her articulation is fine. It's not good enough for $95 to $129, but it's good enough for like $60. You know, she does come with a few more accessories than Red 13, so I'll give her 60, but that's about it. But let's take a look at her box real quick. I'm not really going over these boxes that much, but I do like this picture on the box. This is probably how I'll have her pose. One of these two is where I'm feeling in my head I'm going to have her pose. Maybe this one, because she does look kind of dope there. But I also like her little fighting stance there too. But nothing special about the boxes. I'm mostly tired of looking at boxes. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure herself. She does look very, very good. Very pretty. Paint wise, nicely done everywhere. Her red gloves, the white, no bleeding from the white. The red gloves look really good. We got the brown skirt. The belt is a nice soft plastic and it's painted really nicely. We got her suspenders looking very good. The silver paint on her suspenders looks good. Very good. Very good. And then we have a little elbow pad there. That looks really cool. Her boots. I love her boots. I love the way her boots look, especially this one with the little silver or a little metal piece on there. I do like that a lot. Her little socks. Nice sculpted wrinkles there. Nice sculpted wrinkles in the chest. Then that face looks really good. The hair is very soft, nicely soft. I like that. Face looks good. It's very cartoony, but all these are cartoony. Then we have her hair. I wish her hair was the same. This top hair, this back hair, I should say. I wish it was as soft as this front hair. Unfortunately, they didn't make that soft, and there's no swivel there. But the little tie is painted nicely. But yeah, she looks good. She looks good. They did a good job on her paint. They did a good job on her sculpt. The ball hinges aren't terrible looking. They're not poking out so much. I do see that this might be a running thing. I didn't notice this on Yuffie, but this on the right again, this ball hinge for her shoulder is more inset than this one. This was poking out more, so that seems like a regular thing. I've seen this in other figures too. I've seen this in Mayfex figures. This seems to be a running issue throughout the figure community. Like, what is going on with the unevenness here? Why are so many companies having this problem? It's very odd to me. But yeah, she looks really, really good. There seems to be, is there some shading in her hair? There's very subtle shading in that hair. But yeah, I like the way, I wish it was a little more neutral instead of swooping to one side. If they were to give us another headpiece, I would understand it, but this is the only hairpiece that we get. This is the only hair that she has, and it's constantly dynamic. That's a little annoying. But other than that, she looks good. Anyway, let's take a look at her accessories. Alrighty, so we got the hand tray, and basically we got a bunch of kind of open style pose hands. She's basically a martial artist, so she fights with her fist. So she's mostly going to be in a fist. She's mostly going to be using her fist most of the time. So I probably won't use these hands, but they look fine. And then she comes with another face. This one's, I guess, angry. I guess you can call that angry or serious. It looks good. It looks good, but yeah, that's it. Those are the only accessories she comes with for 120 to 95, from $95 to $129. And that's just two stores that I'm looking at. She could be more expensive somewhere else, these figures anyway. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into articulation. Her hair is going to stop any up movement, so that's unfortunate. But going down, she can look way down, and her neck peg isn't, her neck hinge, or her ball hinge in her head is not loose or anything, so she can't hold it. And that hair is not that heavy. She does get some side to side, less on this side because she has hair in the way on that side. We got the same kind of drop down ball hinge that allows her to get way past horizontal. Again, you're going to get the bicep swivel for her in the shoulder. There is you can swivel the elbow, but it's kind of stiff. And this is where we come into the problem that I was talking about. Why does she only have 90-degree range in her elbow? Like, if you look at this picture, it looks like this particular picture, this figure should have more range than that. Even in this picture, it seems like she has more range than that. And maybe they just have me fooled with the pose, but she should have more range than this, and she doesn't. And I don't know if you can't pull out the arm a little bit. Yeah, she just should have more range than this. 90 degrees is unacceptable for a fighter like her. That's not good. Not good at all. Whoops. That is unacceptable for a person that is a fighter. Let's look at this arm. Nope. Same thing. Only 90 degrees. That's ridiculous. Does she have like the shifting kind of butterfly joint here? Kind of. You don't want to push it too hard because it seems like it will snap. As far as the diaphragm joint, it does twist very, very nicely, actually. You're not going to get a whole lot of back movement out of that joint. Just take your head off because it'll fall off. You're not getting a lot of back movement out of that joint. Forward movement, not really anything out of that diaphragm. Now, if you incorporate the waist, it can go back a little bit and then forward a decent amount. Definitely should be more for a fighter. But like I said, the twist there. Then she does get a little bit of side to side, not much though. And you do get a twist at the waist. So she's a little lackluster in the diaphragm and waist articulation. Then as far as the splits are concerned, she can get full splits, so that's good. That's really good, because she does kick. She does have a thigh swivel that works nicely. Forward kick. She can kick up that far, that's good. Backwards, she's going to get some decent amount of range backwards. There is a split here, so that is allowing her to move a lot, so I like that. Way over 90 degrees there with the knee. Then we do have a swivel in the foot. There's this piece right here that's kind of stopping it from going up, so it doesn't really go up that much. Down that far, and then you can swivel that around for a rocker. Now, like I said with the other figures, you want to go ahead and use some shock, disconnect this foot, throw some shock oil in there to loosen up that ankle pivot, and then a very, very stiff toe joint. So not the best articulation here. It's very disappointing, actually. I would say it's funny how this series of reviews went. It going in the order that I went in, from Red 13 to Yuffie to Aerith, then to Tifa, that it would get better, but it actually got worse when it came to articulation. They're all good figures in their own right, but it actually got worse. which is wild to me. It's the exact opposite of what I thought I was trying to do. So that's just how life works, I guess. But yeah, it's unfortunate. She should be the most agile out of all of them, except for, I would say, maybe Red 13. I would argue, her and Yuffie, as far as the humans are concerned, should be the most agile characters. And right now, Yuffie has her beat by a mile as far as agility. Yuffie does have that little thing on her arm, but I'm okay with that. I mean, that's a really thick piece. 90 degrees is acceptable for that. 90 degrees isn't acceptable for these arms. So that's how I feel about that. But she does look good, and she will pose. She will pose, and that's really all I can say about that. She will pose. But for $95 to $129, you got to get more bang for your buck, especially in the articulation. So that's very, very disappointing. Tifa, boo. You're disappointing, boo. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's move on to comparisons. Alrighty then. So here she is next to Yuffie and Aerith, and we got the girls back together. Finally got the girls back together. They look good, man. I love the way they look together. Love this. That's the crew right there, man. That's not who I ran with in Final Fantasy VII. I always had Tifa. I basically tried to keep Tifa and Aerith in my party all the time. So, yeah, I like this. I like this a whole lot. They look so good together. And here she is next to the Hasuki mechanic Fiona. And then we got the Buzzmod Demon Slayer Mitsuri, the love Hashira. So that's what she looks like with some other lines. I swear I'm not going to say anything about how good Fiona is. I promise. I'm keeping it contained. But she is such a better figure than all of these Bring Arts figures. It's such a shame. Anyway, let's move on. And last but definitely not least, actually, they are the least. And we have her next to Barrett and Cloud. And they look good together. These are her homies, especially Barrett. So she should be getting posed with that guy. So yeah, she looks good with them. The line is coming together very nicely. I'm glad they improved. I am so glad they improved later on down the line. So I actually look forward to President Shinra and I forget the crew that he has that constantly go after them in the video game, but their Bring Art is releasing all of those cats, so I'm looking forward to getting all of them. Sephiroth is going to be the last one for a while, and we'll see when he comes in. But I did want to mention, because I did not get to mention it, or I forgot to mention it in all my other videos. And I meant to mention it. I had mentioned it in all my Polyneon, not all of them, but some of the last ones. But because my audio didn't record in those videos, you guys didn't hear it. But I am doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and how that's going to work is, people, if you leave a comment from here on out, I will start mentioning this in my videos. On my 1,000, once I hit 1,000 subs, I am going to do I'm going to do a video with the figures that I will be giving away. Well, just one figure. It's just going to be one figure, and it would be most likely a Mafex figure, the Black Suit Spider-Man, the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I'm trying to think of all the ones that are going to be in the list. I can't think of them right off the top of my head. Which other ones will it be? The comic book Spider-Man. I got a couple of movie Spider-Men I'm going to throw in there. What else? Carnage and Venom. it's going to be quite a few things that this person can pick from. So it's just going to be one winner. When I announce I'll be talking about the contest, and then I will do a 1,000 subscriber video, and I will show you all the items that you get to pick from. And I will be randomly picking a comment from that video, and I will be reaching out to that person and shipping them out the figure that they choose. So hopefully I can hit 1,000 before the end of the year. I doubt it, but it would be nice if I could. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that in the video. Anyway, let's move on to my final thoughts. All right, so for my final thoughts, she is disappointing. I'll be honest with you. She's disappointing. Some of these poses they have on, oh shit, god damn it. Some of these poses that they have on the back, she can't do unless they just angled the hell out of it. This pose, she can't do. This is not something that she can do. This she can barely do. That's basically that pose. But it took me a while to even get that. And then I don't know how they got her hair to be that way, this way, because that ponytail doesn't turn. So I'm not quite sure how the hell they even got that perspective. So yeah, she is disappointing, but necessary. It's just the articulation for me, and you can tell that she is from the older batches of figures. Like I said, she was a reissue, and so you can tell she's from an older batch, because she just doesn't have the same articulation as Yuffie and Aerith, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, I do like that I have her. I still like her subjectively. I still like the figure, you know. But as a reviewer, I have to be objective and say that she is disappointing, because I expect her to have better articulation than what she has. And for $95 to $129, it's just not acceptable to not have good articulation. You can't pull a Buzz mod and then don't do Buzz mod stuff. Like, at least Buzz mod will charge you $130, but you get a ton of accessories. So it's just not acceptable. It's really not acceptable. Here's the stand again, if anybody wants to know. Yeah, it's just not acceptable for the price. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep saying it. But again, guys, look out for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Please comment, like, and subscribe so you can join that giveaway. Only subscribers will be able to get the figure. And so, with that being said, I think I already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.